championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here, but also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bryant. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Big moment early in this championship game. Third down coming up. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Nice grab. It's Bryant. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Stopped short on the marker after just a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
That's good for a first down near the 40.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
We go with a direct snap.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Grab down the middle. It's Marshall. Physical run. Earns the first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you could sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
He'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quick throw, testing the middle. Makes the catch downfield. It's a quick tackle. Stop the ball at the 11 and a red zone opportunity now.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in for an excellent run.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Try to pick it up on the ground. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking for a gap. It's Woods. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Of course they're going to pick up the 1st down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Holt. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. So Iowa has the big lead here so far. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's hit just before the throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46. Handoff here from the shotgun. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
running with purpose. Inside the 30. They get the seam with the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Oh, man. You got to feel sick when this happens. 1 minute, you're thinking about putting 6 points on the board. The next, wondering where the ball went. Heads-up play by this defense to corral that and flip the script.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep down the right side. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Looking to pass here on second down. Pass rush closing in, but only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. He looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they trap him for a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Hawkeyes will line up to boot it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and boot it away. And here's the return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
On the move now. Breaks free. Slides to avoid the big hit.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that first down, as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. great situational awareness, and a first down.
And the Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Let's it fly to the wideout. The veteran quarterback lucky that didn't result in a takeaway. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. With some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. He's running out of time here. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. On first down, it's play action. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Tackle finally made at the 37. First and 10 from there.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Bootleg looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now looking to scramble. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Really good job here by this defense of taking away any threat downfield. Once he came to the outside, nowhere to go with the ball, so he has to tuck it and try to pick up a couple yards.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Oh, the ball comes loose. And the defense comes up with the football.
I like this quarterback's ability in the option game. He just doesn't do a good job of protecting the football here. You've got to be dialed in with your fundamentals, or it can cost you at any moment.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Again, makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking deep to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Finding space at the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Michigan. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running back has it on the screen now. And he never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Grab down the middle. It's Marshall. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Defensive backs up at the line, showing the press. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of life from this offense.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
1st down. We're going to throw the football. The pass is caught. Touchdown, Iowa. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Boom. Pressure is coming. On the run here, taking a deep shot. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A deep shot right down the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Wolverines. How important was that touchdown, Kirby? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Off target and incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Get there on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game.
The ball is picked off. He's bringing it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. A huge defensive score.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Michigan.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back in this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Looking deep down the left side. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Finally tackled out the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. He's got it in the open. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. The Hawkeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
That completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. On the ground, it's Woods. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Woods. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
He escapes the pocket. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Bringing pressure. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. A pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 10-yard line. Breaks into the clear. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. Get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Here's a target, and it's complete. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence in what he can do.
Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Because there are a lot of coaches out there that will just say, hey, listen, it's the opponent's job to stop us, and they could be right. But with the game like it is right now with such a comfortable lead, not sure if this was entirely needed.
And it's intercepted, an immediate pick 6. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
What a job by this defense applying the pressure. They knew that they had these guys pinned up close to their own goal line. They got pressure. This quarterback, I think he panicked. He gets rid of the ball. What an easy touchdown for the defense.
Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
Tight end goes in motion. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Caught by the receiver. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Bringing it out, it's Bryant. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Time running out in this conference championship game. This is a desperation drive right here. Got to score. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a 1st down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Fielded at the 25. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Touchdown, Michigan. The special teams produce a score. What a moment. Their fans are never going to forget that. Conference title on the line. He takes it all the way to the house.
Well, I just love to see return and get a chance to make a play and make a difference in the outcome of a game, let alone a conference championship on the line. He got some great blocks, but truly at the end of the day, it was his instincts and natural playmaking ability that took it into the end zone.
First play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. A play action, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Bryant. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. And the Hawkeyes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the 4th quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
The pass rush closing in. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits.